All right, guys, so first of all, miss you. All right, here is the lab. I don't have a hard copy, so I'm writing mine out. So to do this, looking down, you have to flip a coin to determine genotype for each trait and then record it. If you have heads, it's dominant. Tails, it's recessive. So I put that at the top of what I've written. So you literally take a coin, flip. I've got heads, so if you look on the table, heads, capital, so I need a capital E. Flip again. Heads again. So again, flipping for each parent, so it's another capital E. So when you look at your genotypes for your phenotype, since both are capital, you have two small i's. So hopefully that makes sense. So the next one is eye color, which is incomplete, which means it blends. It's those snapdragons we talked about. So if I flip my coin, oops, I got a tail. So when you look up here, that's the recessive. So I'm going to put the R apostrophe. So now I'm going to flip again. Heads. So we look up here, the dominant is the red. So red plus white blended is pink. Hopefully we're making sense still. All right, skin color is co-dominant, which means both play a factor. So flip my coin. We have a tails. So looking back up here, what's recessive? That's going to be blue. So I put the capital B. This is the only one that you'll do different alleles for your genotype. Flip again. Tails again. So that is another capital B, which means my body is blue. If you would have landed with a G and a B, you would have had both blue and green. So you're going to flip for all of these different traits. All right, so now you're given a table where you have some information, and you have to use the other information to figure this out. So genotype for eye color for mom, no, for dad, it says male, lowercase, lowercase. So if I go back up, I already know 2 lowercase is recessive, which means lowercase, lowercase, which would mean that phenotype is 1 eye, and that's exactly what we have down here. So for eye color, it's incomplete. Again, that blending. So we have R apostrophe, R apostrophe. We go up. 2 R apostrophes. It's going to be a white color. And there we have it. So now my codominance, that one that both show, if I have green. So let's scroll up. To get green, I have to have 2 G's, which actually we ended up with the opposite on the other one. So down here, we're going to write GG, and we're green. So you're using the other table to fill that in. All right. So filling that in. All right, so now part 2, create that Punnett square to predict the traits that would result from a cross between the 2 monsters of each trait. Label your Punnett squares. So what percent of the offspring will have 1 eye? So using your squares. So for eyes, we have one parent has capital E, capital E. Sorry. The other parent has lowercase, lowercase. So we're capital lower, capital lower. So because there's a capital in each of those, you're going to end up with 2 I's. So because there's a capital in each box, it's 100% to have 2 I's. Now if we're looking at eye color, so eye color, we have capital R apostrophe, white. So I'll put that. And then looking back up what parent the other parent was, well, we have to go back. Eye color, so capital R apostrophe, capital R. So we're down here, do the cross. All right, so the question asks, that's not the question. This really would have been easier if I had a hard copy. What percent will have red eyes? Well, if we look back up, the only way you can have red eyes is if it's 2 capital R's. So all of those boxes has a recessive trait. So for this particular one, oh, my paper moved, 0%. So now for the last part, to draw them, you're going to use mom's information, dad's information, create a monster. You're then going to pick, when you have these parent, you have parent 1, parent 2, choose one of the 4 boxes to decide which one you want to draw. So maybe I pick this one, maybe I pick this one, and then you're going to go through and create that information. So I hope that was much simpler. I'd flip the camera around to say hi to you, but I don't know how. If you guys need anything, feel free to email me, text me. Mrs. Smith and I figured out a way to do chats through Teams to call. So maybe we can have that as an option. So this lab, this write-up, and you don't have to print this. You can handwrite it like I did. This, with your pictures and your Punnett squares, is due Tuesday by 9 p.m. If you need help, you need to ask. Tomorrow's exit slip's going to look a little different. So you're off Friday for Good Friday, and then Monday, because Sunday's Easter. But I will still be on here checking everything. So let me know if you need help. Hang in there. We're all in this together. Flood me with messages. Miss you guys. Love ya. Bye.